When I was 15, I was very fortunate to be taken to Rome by my mother. My father didn't like to travel, so we went by train. And that first year, we had to walk 19 railway carriages from where we were sitting to the dining car. So by the time we got back, we were hungry again. So the next year, my mother had this wicker basket, and she made these pasties with a steak inside with a mushroom sauce, and had a bottle of wine. She was very good at all this kind of thing. And off we went to Rome, so for a week. And she had one book, and that was Georgina Masson's Companion Guide to Rome, and I had H.V. Morton's A Traveller in Rome. And she would say, well, I think tomorrow we'll visit the Forum, why don't you read up about it? And then over breakfast we would discuss what each writer had said and what we should see and everything. And this was, for a 15-year-old and then 16-year-old, this was really quite an experience. And then we'd go off and see it. Anyway, one year, when I was 16, it was very hot. And one day my mother said, I'm sorry, but it's just too hot. I just don't want to go out this evening. Do you mind if we stay in the hotel? And the hotel had a lovely courtyard. It was a very, very nice place. Very simple place, but very nice. Anyway, there was a man in the hotel who we'd been talking to, and he said, oh, for heaven's sake, you can't keep a young man in for a night. He's only here for a week. I will take him out. I mean, these days, you wouldn't allow a total stranger to go off with your son, but those were different days. And so he said, I'll get him home, don't worry, it'll be safe with me. So off we went, and first we went to a rather seedy bar in Trastevere, which now is a very trendy part of Rome, but it certainly wasn't. This was in the late 60s. It certainly wasn't at that time. Anyway, we had our beer, and then we went off, and we ended up in the Piazza Navona. And if anybody's been there, they'll know there are the two churches and the two fountains, and it's very Baroque and it's absolutely extraordinarily beautiful. And we sat in this little cafe, and it's midnight, and I'm drinking Campari and soda. And I looked around and I looked at the drink and the situation. I felt so grown up, and I thought, I want this. I want this. And after that experience, I never kind of went back in the bottle. There was no way I was going to just go back to a regular 9-to-5 job and never travel again. I just wanted to keep this thing going, to go traveling. So that's fortunately what I've been able to do. I've been very fortunate and privileged in that way to be able to travel where I wanted to go. And I think it's an opportunity which I wish more teenagers, 16, 17, 18, could have, that they could broaden their horizons and see something and maybe open their vision to the world. I mean, a lot of that we can do now online, but there's no replacement for actually being there and smelling the mud, as it were.